So, welcome to the Tub Podcast. We've got Ady Race in the house. Bit caught me off guard this morning a little bit. It's Sunday morning. He's come down and just come down to tell his story and tell us what's going on in the future and bits and bats like that. So,
How are we?
yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Welcome to the Tub.
Yeah, apologies, like I said, for catching you off guard this morning. A little bit of free time came up, so I had to drag Paul out of bed. But we're here, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a mad few weeks, to be fair, mate. Loads of stuff's been going on, so it's a bit early for me this morning, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock
on a Sunday. So yeah, I mean, you know how it all works. Take you back. This is a Tub. We'll take you back, mate. How did it all start for you? I mean, from an early age, how did you get into the music industry?
Yes, it's a bit of a strange one, really. So, obviously, one of the first guys I ever kind of met were DJ Ari. I don't know if you know Ari from, I think he's a Blackburn lad.
Ari H?
A-R-I.
Oh, Ari.
Yeah,
right.
DJ Ari. I think we've had him on at Amenity a couple of times.
Right.
So, I went college, Brick Lane,
Yeah.
and ended up bumping into Ari, who were obviously close knit to all the Monroes lot, obviously coming from Blackburn and that. So
Yeah.
he basically started showing me a few tapes of Monroes and stuff like that, and that basically fell in love with it straight away.
How old was you then?
I think I was about 17 or something. Basically just doing Brick Lane apprenticeship. Anyway, me and Harry hit it off. I started listening to Blaze and Rhythm on tapes, and I thought, bloody hell, these guys are good. Them two especially, they were something else.
Yeah.
With Blaze and Rhythm, so I basically just started, like, obviously, they were pretty fast MCs, them two, back in day. So, sad as it sounds, I used to start writing down what shit they were saying.
Right.
I thought,
writing down what they were saying?
yeah, because it was all new to me, so I didn't kind of know what to say. So a lot of my mates were all DJs, so I thought, I want to go down the MC route, mate.
Yeah.
It's something different. So I started like writing down what Blaze and Rhythm was saying,
Yeah.
and then I kind of like got their rhymes together, and I looked at it and thought, right, that's what I need to kind of project in my own stuff now. So when I started writing rhymes, that's when basically I started creating all my own stuff then and putting it out there. So, but yeah, in Rosendale, where I come from, there weren't much of it. The music were all Wigan based, and obviously over Blackburn you only had Monroes.
Blackpool as well.
Blackpool had They were all that sequins and all that lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so over our way there were nothing really. There weren't anything in Rosendale where I come from. So
Was there a few bars and stuff though around there? And
there
like
were
Todmorden.
Todmorden, but that came into it a little bit later. So in terms of like a bounce market, there were absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So basically, anyway, I got this all these rhymes put together and started doing a little bit inside Corkler DJ C's bedroom. He were DJ. I was thinking,
Been that bedroom a few times.
Oh gosh, yeah, that were else to be back in day. Like everybody ended up there. So, yeah. So anyway, I started writing the thingies, and at the time there were a guy around our area. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called DJ Winner. He were well known locally, but not massive out there kind of thing in terms of the full scene. So anyway, he were running a few nights, but they never massively took off.
Yeah, I remember Winnie. Yeah.
So anyway, we get together and we said, let's do a CD.
Yeah.
Again, there were nothing around our area in terms of this. There were no market or anything. So anyway, we did this CD called Flesh Volume 1. That was Winnie's idea. He put the name forward and that. So anyway, I jumped on and
Flesh.
It was called Flesh Volume 1. Yeah.
There used to be a night actually in Hacienda called Flesh.
Yeah.
It was a gay night.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Yeah, it was actually a gay night called Flesh. That was they used to do them at Hacienda.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
definitely not gay related anyway. But so we did this Flesh, and I think I wrote an intro to it, and it were very basic lyrics. The lyrics back then were just absolutely, like obviously in terms of today's lads who are MCing and it's just different kettle of fish kind of thing in terms of the technical side of things. So, but anyway, I wrote this Flesh Volume 1. I wrote the intro and it was like started off like a abracadabra, a wham bamboo, And basically this rhyme, no one had heard it, so it was new, it was fresh. This CD, it were all commercial vocals and stuff on it, so it were friendly to all the women and stuff. And this CD went absolutely mental. It was selling, everyone were copying it. It was getting sold around schools and stuff. It were absolutely mental, and that's when I looked at it, me, and I was like, wow, there's definitely a market out there for a night round here. So My favourite promotion at the time were Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Loved Sanctuary, like the
Cricketers.
old cricketers. As soon as I heard FEZ and Ava, I was just like, wow, these guys are. Again, in terms of technical ability, that didn't matter to me. It was just more the flow, the way they flowed with the music and that. And that
live,
yeah,
wasn't it?
even now to this day, I still think that's what MCing should be about. I don't like. A lot of it's all studio MCing now, and you put them guys live in a club, and you can't tell a word they're saying.
They all sound the same.
Yeah. I don't like nothing against them. Don't get me wrong. Like in terms, if you put me in a studio with them, I'd get me arse torn kind of thing. You know what I mean? But to me, like where it all started from, I think it should be about the clubs.
Yeah.
So
I'm exactly the same as you on that mindset.
Yeah, but yes, it's opinions will differ on that. But yeah. So anyway, going back obviously with the Sanctuary lot. So I kind of idolised them like FEZ and that. I absolutely loved them. So I wanted to mould my style on FEZ. So to me, it was all about his voice on tapes and stuff. As soon as I heard his voice, I thought, right, you need a good voice to stand out. Can't be monotone. So I've got a bit of an high pitchy voice anyway. So I had the voice. And then I needed to kind of put together their flow. So that's where my style came from. And also with Sanctuary, I loved the style of music, how they played, like obviously the bounce with the Italian.
Yeah, they mixed it up. Yeah.
I wanted that style as well for my brand. So then I thought, right, I need a venue now. But before I get a venue, I need an actual name for my night. So I was thinking, what could I have? And
Flesh, not Flesh.
Yeah, definitely not Flesh. No. So anyway, I'm thinking, I'm like, right, what can I have? I was sat there for ages. A few names came in, but nothing catchy. So I thought, I'm going to have to do a very sad thing here, like, and get the dictionary out.
Oh, yeah.
So I whips the dictionary out.
We all do.
Mate, so I'm going through it, like, and I get about, I can't remember how many pages in, but it felt like a frigging, like I'd gone through it full butt, like, and I was getting nowhere. Next minute, stumbled across this word called amenity, however you want to pronounce it.
Right.
So then,
what does it mean then?
So basically, in an house, for example, your amenities are like your waters and your heating and stuff like that. So in terms of amenity in the music scene, it was the actual music. It's your need for the music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was a purpose behind the actual name.
I thought amenity was like a place. Like an amenity was like a certain place.
So like I said, if you've if you've got an house, your amenities are like your eating and your water and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it is things you need.
Yeah.
So in terms of like the bounce, it were basically what we need kind of thing. So I thought that it's a little bit of a reasoning behind it works, and that it's kind of catchy. So anyway, I started creating a logo for it and stuff, and we had our first night. Well, I approached this pub in a place called Waterford. I don't know if you know Waterford.
Yeah, I know Waterford.
Yeah, how you like a Rosendale lad, you anyway?
I know. Yeah. I think I'm in everywhere.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I approached this pub, and it was called the Royal Hotel. It's shut down now, and it's just sat there at the moment. But it was a good place back in there. Anyway, I spoke to him, told him, look, I'm trying to put this together. He was like, yeah, just hire the upstairs as a private function kind of thing, just say it's a party. Right. So I did do, and then I kind of put this night together. A few DJs on, I think Psycho Clay, DJ Psy were on. I think KJ started off with me as well, and we had a DJ AK, Aaron Kime, I don't know if you remember him. I think there was just us three to start with. So anyway, we put this event on. Next minute, like the crowd that came in through the pub door and that, you had to go upstairs, and that the pub downstairs were packed, the queue going upstairs, it were rammed, and I was just like, wow, I need something bigger. And this is the first ever amenity event.
How many did you get in?
I think we got just I'd say towards 200.
Yeah.
Obviously, because venue weren't that big, it's still I knew straight away I needed more. That's when I approached the Cube down in Rottenstall.
Yeah.
Carl Body had it then, and honestly, mate, he had that place set up to a T. He had the best sound system and everything in there. So I went down and I seen Carl. They were like, I had a bit of a chat with him, because you've got to kind of, for a bounce night, you've got to kind of talk them into it.
Yeah, you've got to get on the right side of the club owners, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, for bounce back in the day, it was all about ease and like just being wreckheads.
Yeah,
and, it's just about full of chavs and pills, wasn't it? Really,
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stigma behind it. What we had, it was pretty hard, wasn't it, to get an event anywhere.
The thing is, the money's there for them, and they know that, but it's the hassle that comes with it at times, because you do get a lot of of idiots and stuff.
Yeah.
But I suppose that can be the case for any night. But
Of course it can, yeah.
but yeah. So anyway, I approached Carl with my ideas, and that we were like, look, let's give it a go. Let's try it. We'll just see how we go, and then we'll go from there. So I thought, right, first night I need something big. So we approached. I don't know if you were wheels then.
Not the
For the
first
first
night,
one,
no.
no. So anyway, I approached Farrell FEZ, and I said to Farrell, I said, look,
Was it Badatta on the first night?
no, I think it was Grundy actually.
What was it?
Yeah, he brought Grundy and John G down from his side and Wizard.
Right.
So it first time I ever met Wizard. So
Right.
anyway, so we're close. Yeah, so basically, we put this night on. And Farrell, like I speak to Farrell. Farrell accepts. He says, "Yeah, I'll come down. Like, we'll just throw a few DJs on from your side, few DJs on from ours, and then I'll bring an MC down."
So was it an Amenity versus Sanctuary? Is that how you...
Yes. It were actually, I think it were looked like the gloves are off kind of thing on the flyer, where two gloves punching each other, and it were MC Race rocking MC on our side. He were a local lad, and then it were FEZ and Wizard on the other side. So obviously their names just absolutely depleted us at that time, like, you know.
But it's
But it was good promotion for us. Do you know what I mean? It was to get us up there with the big boys straight away. So anyway, they come down. This is the first time I'd ever met Wizard. I think Mark T were, he's one of my best mates, so Mark T were there. But I don't think he were actually DJing at that time. So although he were part of us, he weren't in any of the lineups as of yet.
Yeah.
And I always remember Wizard walking in straight away, and what's it called? He walks past Mark T and he goes, he comes in carrying a mixer, and he goes, John G, take this off the Wizard, man. And he passes in this big mixer and that. Me and Mark T just looked at each other, started laughing our heads off, because you know what Wizard's like. He's proper dripping and that, no wet through and that. He's proper crazy character. So
he's brilliant though.
yeah,
guy.
yeah. So anyway, the event took place. It absolutely went off big time, big numbers, and the Cube became our home. Then, as you know.
Yeah, it was one of them. The Cube, wasn't it? It's idealistic in a way. You know what I mean? It's iconic, should I say?
Oh, mate, honestly, yeah. Even to people who came out of town, because we had a massive Burnley following and that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I put my idea where I wanted different lads on my lineups, different to all the others. I didn't want to use people that were on. That's what the one thing that were important to me back in the day, putting different lineups on compared to others. So I think obviously we got you. I think you were doing other brands at the time, weren't you? But you weren't
sorts.
set down, were you, to someone?
I think I was everywhere at that time. I think it was 2004, was it? I think.
Yeah.
Was it 2004? The first.
Yeah, I think so. Around then, yeah.
It was around that time. I think I was only. How old was I then? How old are you now?
I'm 36.
Yeah, I'm the same age then. Yeah, so I'm 37 actually.
Actually, I'm 28 for
for the ladies out there. I'm joking. No, yeah, I think 37. So how old was you when you did that then? When you did your first event?
The first. I reckon about 19.
Yeah, I was about 20. I young. Think. Yeah. So yeah, it was about 2004. I was doing devotion.
Yeah,
I was doing a lot of devotion events. Doing sanctuary still.
Yeah.
I was doing all sorts really. I mean,
I
wasn't really a resident to anybody. Well, I was a resident, but to like a few different brands.
Yeah.
I remember you approached me, but I think the first time I came down was with Ellis and Madatta.
LSG were it.
Ellis P.
Ellis, yeah, I remember Ellis.
Paul Ellis, yeah.
Yeah.
And Madatta, and I think it was snowing the first time we came down.
Were it? Is that when you came down in that big E17 jacket or something? I remember you bouncing around in one of them with a big furry hood and that.
People, I used to get called...
everybody loved it at Amenity, waiting to see what you were going to turn up in.
Oh, what I was wearing? I think it went around that I was wearing a pink suit once.
Yeah, you did a pinstripe one or something.
It wasn't pink.
It definitely was. It was a cracker.
It was a pink tie.
Anyone from Rosendale who has pictures of that event, please send them in.
Don't be horrible.
Yeah.
No. So I think that was my first event. You had Madatta and Ellis on.
Yeah.
Or it might have just been Madatta that was on. I'm not really sure. And I think we came down in a metro. Madatta used to have this.
I remember him driving actually. Yeah.
Little mini metro we had.
Yeah.
And we ended up at an house party afterwards. Do you remember that? I don't think you came to the house party, but Mark T was like, right, everybody,
Mark T will have been there.
Everybody back to this house. Anyway, we went back to this house.
Free the Ferns, this will be. I know exactly where this will be.
Down this back alley, like kind of place. Down in it was not Rotten Store. What's the next one?
Crawshire Booth, is it?
No.
Haslingden.
No. Like you should turn right at the Cube. You've got Rotten Stall, and you've got what's the next one after that? I can't remember what it.
Mm-mm,
Well, it was Emma Tate's old house. It was Emma Tate's house actually at the time.
Right. Staxted.
Staxted, yeah, it was in Staxted, yeah. So it was in this house. Emma wasn't there. I didn't know it was her house at the time.
Don't get Marty in trouble here.
No. She already knows. Like, so we went back to this house party. Everyone's in there, which is a bit messy, as you can imagine. And we had the decks on, and you know what I mean. It was mad. And I remember the next door neighbours coming round, and one of the other lads that was there was a bit of a.
Weren't Joey English?
Joey English, that was him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I going to get anyone in trouble now? By saying,
sure.
The next door neighbours came out banging on the door. He's just walked outside with this frying pan and just cracked this guy round the head with his frying. Oh, this girl, one or the other.
I'm sure I were there.
Was you there?
Were you eating like raw packets of bacon?
Oh, mate, all sorts. Yeah, they went through the cupboards
He's a crap pot.
It was
his birthday today, actually. Is Joe's.
Yeah. It was. Oh, it's crazy, mate. It was. He just hit this woman, this guy or this girl around the head with a frying pan, and then we just all went back inside partying again.
Yeah, standard.
Police came. Yeah. They didn't even come in the house. They was just like, right, yeah, just calm down a bit. That was it. They fucked off. So we just partied. I remember it was snowing, and me and my dad and Ellis was like, right, come on, we'll get out of here now. We've had enough, like, fucking absolutely unreal night at the Cube. It was something else. It was a different place, like, but
yeah, it were.
And then we broke down on the motorway. Oh. Mate, because it was about January, I'm sure it was, and then broke down the motorway, mate. It was -6 or something on the motorway. We're there, huddled up together at the back, back seat. You know, like you meant to stand outside of the car, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't. We just huddled up together on back seat until waiting for my dad to come and pick us up from, I don't know where, some random motorway. Oh, mate, it was horrendous. Yeah, and that was my first. That was the first recollection of amenity. Really, it was It was a crazy night. It was brilliant. All the lads were sound, full of the Burnley lot, full of all yous lot, and it was just a mad night. It was rough and ready.
Yeah.
Loads of hot women. Oh man, it was brilliant. It was like a meat market. I was in my element.
There, didn't you?
Oh, I was in my element.
Absolutely loved it. Yeah. So it was good. So basically, like for my lineups and that, I wanted people with energy. That's why we approached you straight away because of your your flow and stuff and your rhyming.
It's a different case when I get on the mic, innit? It's like,
we need the people that lift the crowd straight away. I don't want to hear any of this, like, you know, we want them like them voices and that. Then, I think you brought Bugsy down one time. As soon as I heard Bugsy, he weren't on anything. So, as soon as I heard him, I thought, yeah, definitely, 1,000,000%. I think you even brought Palmer down as well, didn't you? MC
Palmer and Bugsy. I got them both the first nights, the first gigs. I mean,
Palmer as well. I think he should have gone a lot further. Obviously, he'll have his own reasons. I don't think he were that into it, were he, as much as...
I think it might have been women that
you get talked out a lot, don't you?
You do, mate.
But Palmer, his energy were brilliant on stage as well. Brilliant. He had a really good voice. So I think we had the perfect lineup, I'd say, from, like, obviously I'm going to be a bit biased, but I think we had, in terms of energy and stuff, we had a really good lineup. Because obviously you have to just look back at the... Same with the Medicine CDs back in the day with Viper and that, like, look at the old Amenity CDs. And when that lineup reached its peak, like even with Arky, we had old school Arky on it as well, and the CDs were just a different kettle of fish, weren't they? Every time they got released,
there's nothing like it at the time, was there?
No.
You know, really in that kind of genre, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go like on buses and that, and like back in the day when I lost my license, even though I've lost it again, but I lost my license. So I'd get on a bus at the time and I was sat at the front of the bus at the top or something, and all school kids at the back, and all you can hear is, you know, you got my number, and like you know, and you're listening to your own lyrics off young kids,
it's crazy, that
are in Blackpool, like a 15-year-old, listening to the stuff that you've recorded like a couple of weeks before, you know what I mean, on the MP3s on the D500s or whatever, you know, on the phone.
It's crazy.
It was crazy, mate. You know, and
it's a massive scene. The scene's brilliant. Like but it's just frowned upon in it from the outsiders. Like you get stereotyped. Oh, you chavvy bastard and that. Do you know what I mean? But like, as well as it being something that I enjoyed back in there, it turned into a business for me. Not even hosting the events itself. Like I were getting a lot of bookings every week and that, but in terms of like the bookings, like I were getting high wages off them. So you put them high wages on top of your wage that you're getting through a week and that. Yeah. You're talking big money. Like I was speaking to Finch the other day. Finch is still going hard at it, and he's like, obviously I won't discuss his wages, but he's making like his weekly wage. Then compared to being booked up every weekend, he's absolutely killing it. Yeah. So
that's what I used to do. When I was an electrician coming up, well, as an apprentice electrician, I would have been. I was saving my wages every week.
Yeah.
Because I used to be booked every Friday and Saturday. Then I was doing a little bit of this, bit of that in the clubs. You know what I mean? And it was like it was killing it. You know, and I used to save my wages. That's why I always had me nice cars and you know what I mean. I've always had me nice stuff.
People are quick to always just jump at you like, you need to grow up and that, and it's like, you know, because like. We're not, at one point you get to a stage where you're not going to the clubs getting wrecked or anything. You are actually driving there in the middle of the night to earn your wage and come away. Do you know what I mean? So it is a business, you know.
Of course it is. But, it's creating your own business, and that's where I've struggled quite a lot with that, really, because I'm a bit of a gobshite. Well, I used to think I was just a bit of a gobshite, but obviously now I've found out it's ADHD. I struggled with, you know, free speaking and stuff like that, especially online. Yeah. Where I'm just blurt, and it's I've struggled with holding that kind of business. Do you know what I mean? Because of that fact, it's difficult. Yeah. Where I think a lot of there's quite a lot of artists the same. You know what I mean? And there could be a lot more talent out there, and a lot better if you kind of market yourself a little bit better. You know?
Yeah, definitely. It's about thingy. It's like people like Corver and Finchy and that. You know, them boys have. They've stuck at it from the start. Now, my biggest problem were with like women and stuff. So obviously, I was like one of my bad traits. I'd say like in the music scene, being a bit unprofessional at times, taking bookings. Not turning up and stuff, which happened quite a lot. I lost residencies at Sanctuary and stuff because of that.
What was that due to, though?
Literally women and stuff. The event had come close and that, and then you just honestly you're getting it.
Starting fights.
I can't be with someone like this who goes to these and that. So you'd end up like obviously you'd have the promoters checking on the day if you were still coming and that, and you were like start to ignore them then, and you were getting it from both sides, and it would just. Yeah, so that I would say that massively impacted the thingy, but I think now mainly
you got kids though, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, but yeah.
How old was you when you had your first?
I think I was 24.
So that would have impacted you.
Well, you get that thrown at you as well. You've got kids now, which it's understandable, isn't it? But again. It's also waged, you know. Yeah,
of course it is. But they don't understand that. They just think... No. Because even though they probably met you while you was on the mic, you know what I mean? These girls or whatever, they know the other... You get jealous, and you know other girls are out there, and you think you're going out there for that.
But from a woman's point of view, you can kind of understand. Would you like it's a bit?
You can understand it, yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? Because that's another thing I said to Finch the other day. I said like, I said, are you with someone? And he went, yeah. And I said like, is she fine when you're working like all week? And he was like, yeah, completely fine. So fair enough. Like there is women out there that are.
It's not. Finch is a bit. He's quite a quiet guy though, isn't he? As well, he goes out there, does his stuff, and then he's very professional with it. Where I think the cases of me and you when you was younger as well, we was a bit not. I wouldn't say wild. Was a bit of the ladies' men. I think you know what I mean, and we liked it a little bit, you know. And I think that's maybe why the women are a bit like that with us. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I think you know, like Finch is professional. He does his work, mate, and he's good.
They brand themselves perfect.
Of course they do, yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Like Corver and Finch are like they're just obviously Corver's developed his game, didn't he? From like obviously his lyrics, just like I think both of them went more to the Austin side as well, didn't they?
Yeah, commercial.
Yeah, that's where you've got to go, isn't it? So yeah, they both done an absolutely brilliant job and both stayed humble at the same time, which is always important, I think.
Yeah, they didn't go off the rails, did they? Like
no, you can get some lads that you see them turn as the popularity rises a little bit. Their heads turn a bit, don't they? But...
Of course they do. They start getting I think it happens to us all though, and we've got to get shot down to realise. You know what I mean? It's you do realise that then you know it's like get a bit of a reality check, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, and then you have to start again. Then it's like you go to the bottom in a way, and then start again going up. You know, where a lot of people keep humble with it. I think I don't know what I did, mate. To be fair, I just went wild. I don't think I ever stopped going wild. Yeah. Really.
Has its repercussions, though, doesn't it?
It does massively. Yeah. I mean, I had to come out of the industry. I mean, well, how old was you when you came out of the industry then? What happened?
I were in and out of it all the time. Again, just like the pressure and stuff of being in that environment, because it can be an intense environment, can't it? Like obviously you've got people screaming at you on stage for shout outs and stuff in your face, you're there sober and that, so it can be overwhelming and that.
Does it ever give you like anxiety and stuff? Like
I you know what, like obviously this were probably the toughest thing I had really in terms of MCing. Like obviously you see other lads work a stage well. Now I had like very bad anxiety. I don't know if you probably have noticed in times when I like in the cube I felt at home. That's why I'm probably you hear me at my best at the cube, because I knew everyone. I felt comfortable and I just flowed. But you take me out that cube and put me on a different stage in that. It'd be like oh god, it'd be like the world just sucking in on me, like it'd be like overwhelming.
So that's affected you.
Yeah, it did, yeah, because obviously my brain wouldn't work as well as in terms of flowing the lyrics off and stuff. I'd be stuttering and that. I'd be saying things that I wouldn't usually say. Do you know what I mean? Where like listen to a race on the Cube CDs compared to like me in another club.
Yeah.
And it's a different guy. So that were the hardest thing. Like even if I had a bookings and stuff, like and we went to Club DNA, everyone would be like, right, Race, get on stage and that. And I'd be there like over on my own. I'd be like, yeah, soon, pal, soon. And I'd be drinking beers down. I'd try to get this confidence in and that. Yeah. And then once I did get on stage and do a bit, I'd be fine then. But it was just getting on. Whereas some lads are proper comfortable and they're at home and that, and it has a big difference on your performance, doesn't it? So
yeah, of course it does.
Like you never got bothered with that. You were a confident guy, weren't you?
That's because I was always. That's because of that. We used to drive down. I think my dad used to say, he said, "Do you know what? You're best when you have a bottle of wine and a little bomb of Billy." Like before you get on, do you know what I mean? That's what I used to do. I used to drink a bottle of wine before I got like a bottle of red wine or a bottle of rosé before like, on my way to the club, and that had completely, do you know what I mean? Because I've got bad anxiety, like really bad, and that had completely like deplete it, and I'd just go straight in, and that'd be it then.
Yeah,
get your confidence. Yeah, but it's bad how you've got to do that through drink and drugs.
I know, but with the thing with the like obviously you listen to the older Amenity CDs, and everyone were just absolutely wired, weren't they? And the lyrics came out better. See that I find I can perform better like that, whereas now to perform I'd have to drink, but then the drinking obviously affects me thinking, and I can't rhyme then. And
see that he's at it already. The drinking affects me thinking. He's already, they're coming out like wizard now, aren't they? Like talking in rhymes.
But yeah, no, like the last couple of amenities and that got absolutely wasted, and that made an embarrassment of myself. Sound awful on them CDs.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't sound good. One of them I did with a chest infection as well, so I sound like a silverback on one of them. Right, horrible.
You look like you look pretty big. You're stocky.
No, I've not even been training. I think
you look really good. Yeah. It's like, bloody hell, who's this walking in the door? Like a bouncer coming me in, like.
Yeah, so no, it's I hold it close to my heart. Like I've met a lot of good friends and stuff from it. You know, it's been thingy, but we've had some good guests on as well at Amenity. Like we got obviously were you there when you were there when Alex K came, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Can you remember him ejecting the wrong CDJ after a mix, and he ejected the actual one that we're playing, and the full club went silent.
No, I can't remember that. No.
Oh god, he just done a mix, and everyone's like absolutely buzzing, and then he pressed the eject button on the wrong CDJ. Club just went.
I remember him being. He was a bit. I think he was a bit wasted on that night, wasn't he?
I don't know. He was a mad guy, weren't he?
Yeah, he was a decent guy. Alex, he's. I think I'm sure. I think he looks a bit pie-eyed, to be fair. When I was saying
that was just standard though, wasn't it?
I know, yeah, with everyone, wasn't it?
Arky at best. Arky used to just come in and like I think he'd have about 5 before he even got in there, wasn't he? Like that. But then he'd get up mic and he was just a different level.
Another level, wasn't
he? He were just unreal.
So what I want to know is why volume the first birthday was only on about 20,000 views or something. Whereas this, there must be a first birthday that's got about 50 million views somewhere.
Where have you got that from?
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube are just what people have uploaded on their own and stuff.
Mate, because that's the biggest. Yeah. That must be the most well-known CD in the whole of the bounce scene. It's got to be that first birthday. You know what I mean? I think it's got to be up there with Volume 2, Part 2. Like, you know what I mean? And, for Santry. I mean, because everybody knows it, don't they?
Technology weren't the best. Like it was like.
Was there even YouTube then? I don't even think.
Yeah, I think we were on like the start of it, kind of thing. Or something. I don't think. God, I feel frigging old saying that. Like,
I know, innit? But I remember times before the internet. You know what I mean?
We recorded the event on Mark T's. What were they called? Them little mini disc players. Yeah, little mini. He had a little mini disc player at start of every CD. You always hear like a little beep.
Right.
And honestly, we got the best recordings ever off that mini disc. It was unreal.
Mad, innit?
Yeah, but I think in terms of like amenity, like the one thing that like I remember DJ KJ. Now he played that. Obviously, I'm not a DJ, so I don't know. Rick called Into You. That don't wanna get into. Yeah. Anyway, KJ, I introed him, and he played that song, and the BPM that he played it at were just absolutely. I weren't even ready for it, kind of thing. It like don't wanna get into. Next minute, you got my number. Yeah, you got my number.
yeah.
So that's it. I'm going, but because the BPM's that fast, I'm absolutely losing my shit. Like oh, here we go again. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone follows me. I think you're on it. Finch is on it. Odge is on it. Roach comes in. We've got everyone absolutely destroys this. Bugs is on it as well. Before I forget Bugs. Everyone destroys this track, and I think that's what catapulted. Like even my name, like MC Race. I think that got me a little bit of thingy from that. And the Amenity brand, that clip went viral of that track. It went everywhere. Yeah, that were like I noticed a massive difference when that track went out.
Did it not go on? It went on. Like there was a video of it, weren't there? And loads of people dancing on a train or something. Was it? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's been used in loads. It even gets used on TikTok now. Like you get loads of like Jews and stuff at the Jewish parties dancing to it and stuff like everyone thingies. But also Finchy back in the day, because Finchy's been going since he were 17 year old. He used to ride to Maxime's on a bike and stuff. Did Finchy like he was that young, and the bouncers let him in and stuff. So what were I saying then, Sorry?
We was on about the videos, you know, like all the Jews.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm thinking that's because I'm thinking too far ahead there. Yeah, so Finch used to thingy, but because he started so young, he built himself a brand.
Yeah, he used to be in his. He used to like do his mum. What did he used to do to his mum?
Well, this is what I'm getting to.
Remember them on YouTube?
So, obviously, because Finch had built this brand up a little bit.
Reminded me of Steve-O a lot, Finch.
Yeah.
Does Steve-O, Jackass?
Yeah.
He was like doing all that.
A little character,
he was, back in the day.
Yeah, so Finchy, you started using that clip as well. You got my number. And he was doing pranks on his mum and stuff. So that got me a little bit of thingy as well, publicity and that.
Yeah.
And, so it were all good exposure, but yeah, I think that catapulted it then. And then obviously we started having to look at expanding a little bit from the Cube. That's when we took it to Club DNA. I think we only ever did one event there though, because I didn't like working out of Rosendale.
No, yeah.
We've got a good following from there.
That's dream, yeah.
I thought we'd try one event. We got that DJ La Rover from Spain.
Oh yeah.
Put him up in a posh hotel in Blackpool on the seafront.
Which hotel was it?
I don't know. It's something shit like 15 quid for a night.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, no.
I had to pay for a translator, though, for him to come over because he couldn't speak English. So
yeah, there was no Google Translate on the phone then, was there?
So, yeah, he had a translator come over. He was a nice guy, to be fair, but he had a good time as well.
Yeah.
But, even better time in the apartment.
Oh, I bet, yeah. So from DNA, what did you do? What happened then? I mean, I don't think I did the DNA one, did I?
I'm not sure.
I was flirting in and out then as well.
There were some amenities that happened that even I didn't do.
Yeah.
Well, I left it to Mark T and Sammy Love. I just let them boys take over.
Yeah.
Because I just went through some weird stages.
Yeah, I did as well. Is that due to what do you think that's due to then? Is it women again?
No, I wouldn't even say that. I don't know. Just falling in and out of love with her.
Yeah.
Do you know, because we'd been doing it for years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was looking the other day, and when that Flesh Volume 1 came out, it was like 20 years ago, 2002 that came out, so, do you know what I mean? It's like we've been doing it for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've met some good lads. It's good seeing all new, obviously things are always going to progress in terms of MCing and stuff,
Oh, it's changed now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, very, yeah, it's gone to this, I've done a few studio CDs, over the last couple of years with like your Easies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just not I'm not tailor made for a studio. I'm not.
I'm not.
I like to hear myself live, and obviously in a microphone you can kind of change your voice and your style to obviously out to what comes out the speaker.
And obviously you work the crowd as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You know, it's,
in a studio,
that gives me the buzz. That gives me the rush to do it. You know what I mean? Like in a studio, like I sit in here. I try and record loads of stuff all the time. I've got loads of tracks that I've done.
Yeah.
That I've recorded, like hip hop stuff, you know, and bits and bats, and I can't get the energy. It's just like, ugh. And you just get right, sack it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's I just can't do it. I need that crowd. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, get in there, and it's like, boom.
I
Love
know it is good. It is good, but it's crazy to see Farrell and stuff still going. Like they've been going forever, haven't they? Them guys. And I don't think Farrell's ever worked other than just promote. Like,
yeah, they do all right, the lads. I mean, a lot of them come in and out of it. Like Avi came in and out of it, and a lot, and I think it was lockdown. Lockdowns kind of brought a lot of people back into the industry as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everyone's sat at home and it's like, fucking hell. Sat with the missus, just sat there, but it's like, what do I love really? And you kind of find the love for music again.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing you have in a way, you know what I mean? It's like...
I think it's easy to get back into, but you've got to put the work in.
Yeah.
Whereas back in day, once you'd established your name and your brand, you got bookings kind of thrown at you, do you know what I mean? Your name. Whereas like... even like I take my hats off to Cheese, because Cheese were just starting Sopranos when we were already going.
Yeah.
But with Cheese now, you've got to work to get on his brand, which is fair.
Yeah, of course
do you know what I mean? You've got to offer his promotion something. That's what he's built it up to. So
of course it has, yeah. That's what a lot of them start doing now, yeah.
They're not fans of if you put them on, if you like putting lads on their lineup who don't push the promotion on Facebook and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got to be part of the team. It's like a team game now.
Yeah, it is.
So it's good in the direction where it's gone. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. Like, don't get me wrong. All these new lads, you listen to them on in the studios and that, they're unreal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. But personally, it's not my.
How many takes are they taking to do that though, as well? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've done it with Easy in the studio, and he's just straight off the cuff him. He's next level. He's brilliant. But I'm one of them, me. Like, I just like it live. I like it live performances. But again, the thing with live performances and my voice, like, I alter my voice to suit the crowd and get the crowd rushing. Yeah. But then, say if it's a recorded CD, obviously at the Cube we're fine because the sound recordings were perfect. But you listen to some of the recordings these days, and it sounds like the speakers are muffled and everything.
It's because of the digital. I think it's because of the digital. I think it's
is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's digital. But it used to be a lot analog. Like I say, we used to record onto tape.
Yeah.
We used mini disc. It's a different story, but I think the mixers and that have changed. You know what I mean? A lot of people use the controllers in clubs now.
Yeah.
And you're not using a proper, an Allen and Heath or,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not using a decent mixer. Where I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with the recordings, and they're not listening to them first either. You know what I mean? So people are just on a mixer, right? When you're DJing, a lot of people are probably gonna go west at me for this, but in the bounce scene, but all your fade, you've got your fader there, and then you've got your high, your mid, and your bass, high, mid, and low. They're all adjusting the high, mid, and lows, which is wrong, right? In mixing, the high and mid should stay at 12 o'clock all the time. There's no reason. These have been produced, at a certain, you know what I mean? They're being produced perfectly, right? So the tracks are being produced perfectly, and all I see is DJs that I think it's experience more than anything, where all the dials are different. One's at 10 past, one's at 10 to, and it's and I think they're turning the bass up too much on the club. Just keep them all centralized. All you need to do is turn all you need to work is the basses.
Yeah.
When they're mixing, and I think it's experience, a lot of it. And they don't really have. We're kind of our own. How can I say? We're kind of our own sound engineers. There's no sound engineer there to check it. No. And each DJ is their own sound engineer. They're used to their own thing in the bedroom or wherever they're practicing. When they get into a club environment, it's a completely different thing. So they're just messing with all the channels. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest problem. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
You'll probably have a few slagging you off now listening to this, like, bullshit.
Yeah, we don't give a shit because I'm right. Do you know what I mean?
I'm always right.
Yeah, I'm fucking right. Trust me. Let me come in and sort your sound out for you. 50 quid an hour.
That were basically, obviously, there were two options for me. I could either sound good on the night and sound shit on a CD, or vice versa. And that was the case, because I did have an high voice, and my main job was to get that crowd absolutely rushing their asses off there and then CD had come out, and like I said, other than Cube, because the recordings were just for some reason absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
But any other club that I seemed to do, like even the Maxime's ones when I ran at Maxime's and that, I was just like, it was just right. It weren't good. So. I've had some good times. Managed to do.
Do you know why that is as well, though? because
the
we had
distortion kind of thing.
We had a DJ box, right, and no one was allowed in there.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Where a lot of clubs, people just go in and that's it, and then the MC will start messing with the mic and doing this, that, and the other. Where we didn't let anybody in the cube. Do you know what I mean? There was no one allowed in that DJ box. It was like, boom, right, we'll sort the sound out at the start. That's it. No one's messing.
Yeah.
You know, and we had the cordless mics, so nobody had to come in the DJ box either, you know.
Yeah.
In a way.
So, but yeah, it's times have changed and that. I am going to be doing. I'm going to be jumping on a couple of events again this year. I've been approached off a few people. I don't want to obviously say yet before they get released and that. So,
go on, we can have one of them.
It's just
Sopranos putting you on, or what?
No, I've not even, like I said, you've got to put material out there and promote yourself a little bit before they even entertain you. Like, I've had this conversation with Cheese before where I'll get back in touch. I'll be like, go on, Cheese, let us jump on. He'll be like, nah, you can't just come out of nowhere, mate, and think it. But it's true. All the lads who are grafting their asses off, like your Lukey P's and all them, like who just they're hard at it all the time. And
yeah, of course.
I just don't. I can't remember the last time I actually wrote some new material. To tell you the truth.
Best off doing some old school events, then, you know, like the old. That's how I started. That's how I've started back in a way.
But I don't want to I know obviously because I've been in the scene for years. Like, I don't want to be one of them old school because you do. I'm not going to say no names, but you do see some of these old school guys come back, and you're like, oh yeah, it's better off to stay back in the time kind of thing. Whereas I
is that what's getting said about me? Is it?
No. Whereas I genuinely feel like I could I'm still capable of writing some decent stuff down if I had the patience and that, and like still giving quite a lot out to the scene. But
especially like you say, live with all the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm actually on an event. It's called. What's it called now? It's called For the Love of Bounce, and it's on the 23rd of July in Farnworth, and I'm actually on with Easy. It's a good lineup.
Who's promoting that?
I think it's Avi and Scott Hill.
Right.
It's a decent lineup. I think
Avi seems to be coming back again. Is he fell it back in love again?
He loves it, mate. Avi's he's a brilliant MC. As you just heard from that little scene from what we did in the studio, like, but he's loves it, mate, and I'm glad he is back, Avi, because he lost his love with it for a bit, and he went his own way, and he had a few problems and stuff, home life, and this, that, and the other, and I think he got, when he stopped doing sanctuaries and stuff, I think he got a bit disheartened with it as well, and. Did
he end up falling out with Farrell?
I'm not really sure what went on. I think everyone's fallen out with Farrell in the past, but you know what I mean. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to go into it, but I think now that he's back, he's got the love for it back, and you hear it in his voice. And when we were sat in here, and he's telling me about it, man, and he loves it, and and that gives you a drive as an MC or an artist yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, come on, let's get back at it. And it's brilliant. I mean, so so in the future for you? I mean, what's happening with Amenity? Is that going to be doing anything?
Yeah, but to me, venue's important.
Yeah. In Rosendale.
Yeah, we did have, to tell you the truth, a lot. I get asked quite a lot on the. So a couple of years ago, we brought Amenity back. We started doing regular events.
Yeah.
Now. We got a club called Revival.
Yeah.
As soon as we got Revival, we did our first opening. I think we got like 700 people in on first night.
Is that when I came and we was in the back garden and is it like that in the back garden?
Yeah. Next door.
Mark T.
Yeah.
We all had the
barbecue.
The barbecue.
Wild.
Mad. Yeah.
So we did the event there. It got just shy of 700. I think we got in first event. So nice numbers and that.
Yeah.
As soon as we got that out, every promoter and his dog were like approaching the Clubland to host events. And the one thing I said to the club owner, I said, listen, we've got a big local name, so stick with us, because you are going to get approached after our event. Stick with us, and we'll push it. We'll do it with 3 events a year, and we'll stick together and we'll work through it. I said, if you smother too much of this kind of music, the attendance is going to drop.
Diluting it, yeah.
Anyway, we're fine with that. Made a promise with her. So yeah, first event were good. Second event were good. Numbers weren't as high, but you're always going to get that immediate rush, aren't you? And then
of course, yeah.
It levels out a bit. And then I think for the third event we did approach Sopranos. For an Amenity versus Sopranos,
which I was looking forward to.
Yeah, the lineup were brilliant.
I was really looking forward to that because I wanted to, because I've never done a Sopranos event.
Yeah.
and I was really looking forward to just getting in and showing them what's what, really.
Yeah. Well, it was like two different like brands with their own styles and that.
Yeah.
But that got pulled off mode. So
yeah, I remember. Yeah, because it was too close knit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was close, but I think the owners had something had gone on with owners. I think in past.
Right.
I don't know. I think there were more to just it being local, but that got pulled, which me and Cheese we're a bit gutted about. But we did try and make it happen. We spoke to both.
Everyone
owners.
was gutted about it, mate. Yeah.
So then I had to come up with a quick alternative and something that had like something as high caliber kind of thing. So I spoke to Gary Hypnotic.
Yeah, we did the Maximes.
And we did the Amenity versus Maximes. Now, this were brilliant. Now, the thing that annoyed me now after this event, because it was another good event, the owner then obviously got like a bit starstruck with Maximes and went behind my back to Gary Hypnotic and arranged a Maximes event at the club. Now, I approached the owner and said, "What are you doing?" kind of thing. It's like you said it were going to be amenity only here. And it's going to be a completely different event. There's going to be no MCs. Well, anyway, when lineup came out, there were MCs on that. So I pulled the plug on it immediately, and I pulled amenity out of the club. Now
that was the last one, then, wasn't it?
That was the last one, yeah. So literally, I weren't just willing to take any shabby club and put the event there because it just downgrades your promotion.
Of course it does.
So I was willing just to walk away. And I thought if we don't do another one, then we don't do another one. But,
that's it. That's where you become. It's you, innit? It's amenity. That's your heart, mate. That's you know what I mean. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people take it in the arse in a sense. Do you know what I mean? And just be like, oh yeah, we'll just do it where.
Yeah.
You're not like that with amenity.
No.
You want it right.
Yeah, you want it right. Yeah. It needs to be local because we've got a massive local following. Like I could put my events on the same nights as like BTID, and I'm not going to say I'm going to beat them because they're completely different. They get people like from all over, whereas
but we'll still fill it.
Out local lot will still come to ours because they don't.
The loyal.
Yeah, they don't like travelling and stuff, and it's just nice and local for them, and they know they're going to see everybody in our area out. You know?
Like I say, the loyal to the event as well. You know, and it's like you want to be. Yeah, they'll see everybody and they want to be there, don't they? And
so we're in talks with another venue about a reunion. I won't bring it back full time, but it's good to do the occasional event, and it keeps it fresh as well. Even one a year, I'm happy with. So we're in talks with a venue at the moment.
So it is. There is something coming then.
I'm working on it, but I don't know if it's going to pull off yet. It's just going to work my magic a little bit.
Well, if it does, I know it will be pretty special because it's a special venue. I know that for myself. It's a special venue. So I've had a little bit of me and Ady had a little bit of a talk beforehand, and I'm not saying anything because it will be absolutely awesome, and nothing like this has been done before. So yeah, I can't wait for that. If it does pull off, mate, that'll be fucking brilliant.
Oh, I know.
What kind of lineup are you thinking?
I don't know. I just like I said, just an old traditional, old school. I think you can't beat.
Yeah.
I like to
old school bounce, old school amenity.
Yeah, I like to try and keep everyone who, like even your Finches and stuff, they're always regulars, weren't they? So and it'd just be everyone who's featured on mainly over the past and that. But
that's everyone then, isn't it?
Oh God.
And I'm thinking, I was just thinking to myself then, like, do you know what would be good? Like a first birthday kind of.
Yeah.
Like a first birthday kind of line-up reunion kind of thing.
There's loads of good lads. but it's just trying to get some out. Like even like your Corn. Like you remember, obviously Odgie came over.
B.
And then B were. But I've spoke to Ben. Like I think it were a couple of years ago, last year. And it was just trying to get him out, and I don't think it's obviously again family life. People move on and stuff, don't they? But yeah, I'll have a few chats with people. I've tried getting Palmer out a million times, but that just
I think he's too strong. He's got a lot of work on though, Palmer. He's a busy man. He's got his own business and stuff. And
I know. So.
But yes, looking forward to that then, mate.
Yeah.
So what happens? Like, what have you done? What's your career? What have you been doing with your career since then?
Yeah, so basically with kids and stuff, I've got my own plastering business now. So it's literally just why I can't find time for the scene. In terms of writing and stuff. It's just it's one or the other.
You married yet?
No, mate, no.
Not yet.
No.
Right.
No marriage.
So you've just got to do your plastering. Just crack on. Just busy.
Just busy, mate. Yeah.
Was you busy over lockdown then?
Yeah, you know what? We actually were, managed to get, obviously there were a massive crisis with all materials and stuff, weren't there, and everything. So, but yeah, we managed to get get sorted on that side, so we work straight through. But yeah,
Do you have lads working for you?
no. I usually get I've got another lad who I work with sometimes, like, but it's just mainly just to come in and give me. You can't rely on lads these days.
No,
Everyone's
yeah.
frigging getting cracked up on a Tuesday night and stuff these days,
Crazy,
aren't they?
innit,
And that's
mate?
mental. The
It
amount
is.
of people on there. Off the heads and like grown blokes as well. Do you know what I mean? I've had blokes come in like ring me at 7 o'clock in the morning saying that they've stepped on plugs in the middle at night, going to the toilet and stuff, and they
Are you
fractured their
joking, mate?
feet and stuff. Yeah, and I'm sick of dealing with it. Talking like grown men, like
Yeah, yeah.
rhino attacks and stuff, like going to the park with dog and that, and the rhinos come at them and shit. You just hear the most maddest excuses ever. So.
Sounds like some good drugs on your end.
It's full of that bloody ketamine, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's bad, mate. I mean, I was the same when I was, I've obviously electrician. I started my business during lockdown, at the start of lockdown, because
Yeah.
basically to survive I had to. And the amount of lads that I used to take on and just sack off, I had to, because they're unreliable.
You've
Everyone's
got to find
unreliable.
a friend, haven't you? You can team up with, you can rely on, and just obviously you can't make money on them, but you just team up every now and then to get through them bigger jobs, don't you?
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I started taking on big jobs. And I had 8 staff at one point.
Yeah.
Mate, even though I had a few decent lads, the stress of it, right? Because the stress of that, mate, I couldn't deal with it anymore.
No.
And then that was like, I think that was like in the November. I had like 8 lads at one point, and then I had to sack them all off, mate, at Christmas.
Yeah.
I had to, and then I just took like my apprentice and another spark on.
It's a responsibility in it and stuff,
Oh,
and
mate.
the that wage bill at the end of the week, you're always forward thinking, aren't you? And you're like,
$4,000 a week, more $5,000 a week from a wage bill. Do you know what I mean? I was
Scary.
like, so I was having to try and find like $5,000 a week just to pay wages.
Yeah.
And then it was my wages on top, plus whatever else, and your fuel. I think my fuel bill a month was something like $1,500, $2,000 a month. You know what I mean? Just for my fuel. I was like, what? So it was pretty crazy, the numbers. But so I had to just sack it all off and just have an apprentice and another spark.
Yeah.
And now I've just like got just me.
Yeah, that's best way, mate.
It is,
That's
mate.
best way. No one can let you down or anything.
No one can let you down. There's no stress with it. It's a bit of a better. It's better, and that's the way I've gone with it. Really, I can't be doing with it. To be fair, I'm thinking about just wanting to work for another company now. I've lost my driving license, so I'm a bit.
Yeah.
Sacked me up, mate. To be
Wow,
honest.
what's going on there? Can you not say it publicly?
Yeah, I mean, I was down your end actually when I got.
Woman involved here.
Yeah, there was actually. To be fair.
Yeah, shock.
So yeah, Colin actually.
All right.
Nah, I was actually giving Daz Birchall a lift back from the pier.
All right.
I'd give him a lift to the pier and back from the pier, but I didn't know I was banned. So I didn't know I was banned at all. Because my driving license was to my mum's old address, which was sent off for in lockdown, and it just never came back. So apparently I got banned because they put points on my license and they doubled them.
Yeah.
It was only for like speeding or something, and they doubled them and then give me a 6-month ban. I didn't even know. So when I got to police station, you banned you, sir. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, and so yeah, so that's pretty bad. So I've got to wait for the court date for that and stuff. So that's kind of bollocks my career up.
Yeah.
I've been MCing and stuff like that, but I don't take money for it.
Do you not?
No.
All right, that's nice to know. Wait a minute, tickle
Apart from amenity, £500 a night, No, so yeah, I mean, I've not been taking money from that because it's just been about the love of the music. To be fair, and just getting my name back out there and stuff.
That's it. You got to make sacrifices, like we were saying before with cheese and that. You've got to put the work in now. You can't just expect to jump on. So
yeah.
But it's good. Like this new style and that with technical side and that. It's put obviously the competition's at an all-time high now as well, and it's a lot more competitive back then, innit? You either had it or you didn't back then. Whereas now, you've got to frigging have
you knew as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it were a lot like that, weren't it? Because there were a lot of like crap-uns on, weren't there, in places, weren't there? That.
But there wasn't many decent MCs, was there, back in the day? Really, like if you look at it, like when there's a lot of young lads and you come on and then because they didn't have the experience, because it was all live then, it was all about experience with with being on stage.
Yeah. And
it still is now, right? Like you say, and you get on stage and it was amazing on a CD or on a YouTube or whatever, and amazing. They were like giving it all this, that, and the other. And they got on, and that was it. Bang! But over all the vocals, over all the fucking. Who was that lad that you was gonna make resident for? Don't like slagging anyone off or anything like that. Well, it's not really, but I think did you not tell him he needed a bit more time to do it? Who was that?
Yeah, I can't recall. What recalled him?
Because he came, didn't he? He was decent, wasn't he, on YouTube, and he made his own videos.
It was good, but obviously when the event started and that, it was just caning over, emceeing over at lyrics and that, so obviously we had to nip that in bud straight away, but I felt pretty bad telling him as well, because some of them are a bit like...
disheartened with it, aren't they?
They're a bit, well...
I think he was a bit more humble with it. He appreciated you telling him, I think.
Yeah. So some people thingy, but it's one of them, like the competition's massive now.
Yeah,
it really is compared to back then. But I feel like now it's a bit of a weird one because I'm going to contradict myself here. But I feel like there's that many MCs about now that kind of, I know you've got to put the graft in, but I feel like because you've got all these lower events, these lower promotions, I think kind of anyone can kind of get on stage these days.
Yeah.
Whereas back then,
because of the amount of promotion you can put in.
Yeah, and I think back then it meant something to be on stage. Like I remember, like when I got took on at Sanctuary Resident, I think they were the biggest promotion back then.
Yeah.
Sopranos or anything weren't on the scene, so I got put on. And what was that club called on the corner? 111 Club 111.
Yeah, Club 111. Yeah.
I remember being on stage and looking out at the Sanctuary crowd and that, and I thought, "Fucking hell, I've made it here!" Like, I'm like, I'm at the top of the game now, kind of thing.
That's what it's about, yeah. It's the passion in it,
yeah,
it
is.
And oh man, it's unreal.
Well, then a couple of them moments. One were there for Sanctuary, one were at Maxime's when I looked out, and Maxime's were in its peak.
Yeah,
Maxime's were massive, and then not many people I don't think have MC'd at Wigan Pier. I don't think. Now me and Fincher got booked to do like a bit of a double. So me and Fincher did Wigan Pier, and that were another like wow moment, because that was just known as obviously just the peer music, weren't it?
Of course it was, yeah.
So looking over on that balcony and that, and just seeing everyone going absolutely wild, especially with fit like me and Finchie bounced off each other as well. We were like two similar MCs with a floor and the thingy back then. So it were just chaos.
Wow moments.
Yeah, but now like a flyer can come out and you like MC Wazzo and MC Mozzo and like, do you know what I mean? It's just people people putting an Ozzo at the back of the name and stuff like. There's too many. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at, don't you?
Yeah.
But I hope there's no one called MC Mozzo.
No, but there is one called MC Bozzy.
That were no one personally. Like, that was just I was making names up there. Watching now, MC Bozzo will be in home room now, like fucking prick.
no judgment given. Yeah, no judgment taken.
But you need a bit of controversy on the show anyway. Everyone's been too placid yet. I've not heard anyone slag anyone off yet.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's been a couple. I think we've edited quite a lot. Oh, I've edited a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they get a bit. People kind of just come out with stuff.
But I think that's good for the thingy, that, because everything's natural. I think if someone's got a problem with someone, then like thingy, but
air it out.
Yeah, but no. To be honest with you, I've not, like all the lads that I got on me are all pretty humble, really.
Yeah. I think we are visiting in this game anyway. We're all quite humble, but there is a lot of backstabbing, isn't there? Do you not think?
Yeah.
Everyone's two-faced fuckers, aren't they?
I've done some things like
go with my girlfriend when I split with her, I think.
Who?
The little Jade. Do you remember her?
I can't remember that.
Ady's in now, I'm giving him one.
Fucking hell, fire.
Do you not remember that one?
No.
Oh, I wasn't bothered. I'll give it to you. I was like, go and get Ady. She's all right.
Fucking hell, fire. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on from that.
Joking. Right, go on.
Yeah, so, no, it's just one of them. They were... What did I see the other day? I think I seen someone... I can't remember it. Someone... what were it? I can't remember how it worded.
On Facebook?
Yeah, someone... like in all that like that group... can't remember. I think it might have been Sopranos. Like, I don't know, but it might have been Farrell actually. Like someone said, what were it? I can't think. It's something about like they turned up to Amenity, and I'd not given them guests or something.
Right.
And straight away I put on the post immediately. I never ever not let anyone have guests. You know what I mean? Like, people always had a +1, you know.
Yeah.
But what we did have a problem with, like people, like random people, just turning up to the events and then saying they were FEZ. Yeah. So then FEZ would get there and that he'd have to pay in and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
That's Rosendale for you tight bastards. Yeah.
So on with long black hair turning up saying they're FEZ. FEZ bald head.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that's not your, that's out of your hands, though, isn't it, as well? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so there were always pops here and there, and there were one or two. There were a few lads like who you notice massive change, with their egos and stuff like. But
Yeah. Was I one of them?
no, you were you were a mad character,
Yeah,
like.
I was just mad all the time. People
Yeah.
used to think I was, oh yeah, he's big-headed because of this. It's like, no, mate, I've just been like this since I was born. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just a natural knobhead in a way,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I'm not. I'm dead nice. I'm humble as anything. With everything I do, and I love everybody. Like,
Yeah.
it's just because of my ADHD, just makes me out to be some sort of arrogant person when I'm not like that. Really, if you get to know me, it's like not even when you get to know me, but as soon as you start speaking to me, I'm just like a cool dude. You know what I mean? Just my ADHD makes me go when I'm around loads of people and that I just go wild, like just crazy. But
yeah, I think we had like back in day, obviously Candy and Grundy, like both absolute spot on lads, top lads. Now there were like little things like, and I think it was just more like the competitive side in me, because I think they tried bringing Dance Attack over to.
The Cube and whatever.
The Cube and that, yeah. And when they came over, they brought because they had a big Bolton following.
Yeah.
So they
Still
bring all their
massive.
Yeah, so they bring their Bolton thingy over there. And I'll be honest, I kind of didn't like them coming into my thing.
Territory, yeah.
Because it's like, again, it's suffocating that music out of our area.
Taking your money out your back pocket.
Yeah, well, anyway, I don't know what happened, but it was genuinely nothing to do with me. This, although it may have seemed it, but I think the coach that they came over with, someone whapped a brick through it.
Right.
I don't know. Did you ever hear about that?
Was this not one of the first birthday? Was it? This was Dance Attack versus.
This were a Dance Attack night. It weren't even an amenity. It were one of their nights. So I think someone whapped a brick straight through.
It's not like fucking Rosendale, that.
No. So yeah, but that genuinely weren't anything to do with us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there were little things like that. But again, that were just competitive side because it's like
territorial. That's what it was. It's massively like that, isn't it? It's,
yeah.
Well, it's one of them things, old mate. I mean, so like, going back.
Yeah.
Remember the barn, them little barn things that we used to do at Collier's house?
Yeah. Now that what was that called?
Sickness. Witness to sickness.
Yeah. That's bits of Danny Aspinall's and MC Wicked and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Good,
all the boys, man.
Yeah, that Keefy and that.
Yeah.
They
were crazy, weren't they?
There were just money to be made everywhere. They were like, I were doing the amenity under 18s.
Under 18s we did,
and then the under 18s had finished, and then the adults had started an hour later. There were just money coming at me left, right, and centre. And then we were doing these little garage things.
Yeah, it's like the garage or a barn, wasn't it? Was it Collier's?
It were actually Collier's, yeah. So, but I don't know who actually promoted that sickness. I don't know if it were young. She had a little brother called Colin, so I don't know if it was Colin himself who promoted the event. I can't remember.
All them, yeah. It just used to make a little flyer and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah. So
they were ace,
you know what? They were good. The atmosphere and that were good. They had a right good set of lads and stuff there. So
the only problem was you look to your left and there was like 13-year-old girls and stuff, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, it were a bit thingy, but
yeah, it's a bit naughty, so it's like, right, we'll get that's at club now. We'll do our bit and rock off.
It were good though to see all up and coming lads.
Up-and-comers, yeah, that's what it was.
Especially like Wicked and that, Danny Aspinall and like Keefe. They were the two standouts out of them all, I think.
I've seen Danny a few times at different places, different festivals and stuff.
Lad. He were at Sopranos last night.
Fucking hell, you're right, lad. He's like 10 foot tall.
Yeah, he's a big lad.
And it was like, Bolly C. I remember, I think he was dancing on a bin at fucking Parklife or something, or I was. One or the other. And I seen him and he was like, yes, lad. I can't remember where that was. Let us know, Danny, if you're listening to this, mate, which you will be. Where was we? Who was dancing on the bin? Was it you or was it me? I can't remember who it was. Or was it Parklife? I'm not really sure. And they just spotted each other, didn't we? And we was like, fucking yes, let's have it.
Yeah, I tell you who's been listening to these. Do you know Roachy, Dom Roach, DJ Snake?
Yeah.
He's been, because I think originally, it was him who sent me the link to it on Spotify, so I started having a listen, got through a few. I enjoyed Easy and Rome's other week, that were a good one. Candy and Grundy's were a good listen, and a little bit through Avi's at the moment. I've not got fully through that yet, but... it's good. It's good to. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if obviously to everyone in this scene, it is. Do you know what I mean? It's good to have a listen to Because a lot of people might not tune into my specific one, but say if someone's idol is on, well, I won't say idol, but someone who the people respect is out, like it'll be worth a listen to them, won't it?
Yeah, I mean they're all different, you see, as well.
Yeah.
Like all the stories are different. I mean, even if you don't even if you don't idolize someone or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's good to listen to for the nostalgics, and then obviously, you know, everyone has like you were saying before about your anxiety and stuff, and how you overcome your anxiety and things, and that's mainly what we've been getting out on this show. I do have a new show starting soon. It's out of this world, mate. It's a different kettle of fish, really. I'm not going to go too much into it, but you know, we've got 3,000 just over 3,000 subscribers now. That do listen, you know, every show.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely awesome. I mean, it's only been going a couple of months, so I'm over the moon with it.
Keep
really
pushing.
I'm not making any money off it. You know, it'd be nice if I did have a little bit of a subscription fee, which is, you know, as much as a pint of beer. You know what I mean? Like £2 a month or something like that people can afford. You know what I mean? And that basically pays for me to keep doing this. You know what I mean? And because it is hard work. I do have to do a lot of hard work for it. I've built the studio, you know, and it's cost me a lot of money, and it's nice just to get, you know, if people can subscribe and stuff, then it's brilliant. And for the people that can't afford to subscribe, it keeps them listening as well. You know what I mean? It keeps the show going, which would be nice. So so there is going to be a bit of a subscription coming on. It's not going to be much, few quid. That's it. You know what I mean? A few quid a month. It's nothing. You know. It's as much as a couple of chocolate bars at the end of the day, you know. So there's all chocolate bars are now about $4.50 each. No, but you know, it's as much as a couple of chocolate bars, a couple of Mars bars. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not trying to get any, you know, charity or anything like that. Or it's just to keep the show going and keep everything going. Really, it just pays for bills. And I mean, we've come a long way, and it's been brilliant. But and with you coming in, mate, you're one of my idols back in the scene. We got on.
Me and you bounced off each other, didn't we?
Yeah, we were a classic duo.
Some lads you work with, don't you? Like you get on the stage, like you and Finch, were like probably the two that I bounced off the most, I think.
Yeah. I wish we worked a lot more with Finchy, because me and Finchy was at that we was at that kind of stage, and we kind of come into the scene together, and we were both at like the height of the scene together. And I think I came out of it, and I shouldn't.
Yeah.
If I would have stayed in it like he stayed in it, and because I was like in the commercial side, I would like that commercial side as well. I like the hosting side.
Yeah.
And I think I would have been, you know, right up there now with Stu. And I'm gutted. That guts me a little bit. You know what I mean? That I didn't take it that bit further.
It's same with your covers and stuff like. They've just stuck at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they're making some good money, aren't they? And
that's
they're
it. They've
really
stuck
well.
at it and just promoted the brand, and that's like for the lads that jump in and out and that. You can't do that.
What kind of so what would you say to anyone that's coming up in the scene now? Then what kind of DJ or MC? You know, what would be your advice to them?
Obviously it's a lot different in it now compared to what we were doing, but obviously we didn't have social media as a tool or anything back then, so it was literally getting yourself heard off tapes and stuff, you know. But now I suppose it's literally just watch videos of like your lads like Easy and stuff, you know, like especially him, because technical wise he's just unreal.
Yeah.
I'd just be watching videos of his lyrics and stuff, you know, just writing stuff down, having a good look at it, and then putting your own material together. And like one thing for me were find a style, find it. Like I grew up loving Smokey, me MC
Found a
Smoke.
voice. Yeah.
Find that style that you like, and then base yourself on it. See, my style were always like on the floor of FEZ and Ava, and then I put the voice with that floor then, and that's where my style came from.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have a listen, find that lad that you like, and use that style. But,
do you reckon? Yeah. Some people say that was copying, but
no, not obviously make it your own. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I don't sound anything like FEZ and Avi, but
see, I sound like Wizard. A lot of people say I sound like Wizard.
Yeah, you've got that.
Especially nowadays,
like where you jump to words a lot quicker and stuff. Whereas I just like I just loved how FEZ and Avi just rode the beats, like they flowed with the beat. So I took that on, but then I obviously put my own voice to it. So that's what I'm saying now. Like if you've got someone who you like, have a listen and
just kind of mold that around and mold yourself around that.
Replicate it kind of thing, and then like put your own twist to it. You know.
Yeah. good advice. And what about for any DJs?
Yeah, DJ. To be honest with you, I think it's a lot harder for DJs, especially with technology now. You've got beat sync and all that kind of stuff now, haven't you? Back in the day.
So production. Production, I think.
Yeah,
you
potentially.
You need to be producing to get your name out there, and a lot.
You know what? Actually, that's one thing that made me kind of fall out of love with the scene when all the CDJs and stuff came in, because like you could tell a DJ stood out back in day on vinyl.
Yeah. You could tell them. You could tell who was who. Yeah.
Like just the joys. Even I weren't a DJ, but I had some decks and stuff. And we used to all go shopping. We'd go Bolton on Saturdays. We'd get the bus to Bolton. We'd go to Melody House Records in Blackpool, and we'd all be like little rats scurrying through old fingers trying to find that Goldie and that. I heard Grundy mention this as well.
Every one that I've been in has
honestly,
mentioned it.
But so even me as an MC, like I was loving it. Like I was trying to find these Goldies so I could sell them on to my DJ mates.
All about the money making.
Yeah. 300 quid for that. But I remember at Melody House and that, like, saying that though, at Melody House, I think you got charged full whack there.
Oh yeah.
He weren't thick. Like if you bought a record
Phil
there.
Was on the ball. Yeah,
Phil knew his shit. Whereas you could go to these records. There were a few in Burnley, just like selling like Metallica vinyls and stuff like that. And next minute you'd find a proper like Italian vinyl in there and stuff. So it would just, that was the magic. And like we'd go to site DJ C's house, everyone would be having mixes there, and you could tell the standout straight away. It required skill, especially mixing Italian and that.
Oh yeah, Italian, yeah.
So a good DJ kind of came out, surfaced itself out of just for him, trying hard and that. Whereas now I think it's a lot more.
Yeah, they have their own style, didn't they? Then
I could go on SoundCloud. I can put a mix on, and I can't tell the difference between anyone.
No, yeah.
Whereas you could hear the vinyls running out and stuff back then, couldn't you, on mixes and how like it was just a different kind of kettle of fish, I thought.
Yeah. But nowadays, it's all about to get somewhere. You've got to be a producer. You got to produce your own stuff.
Producer, you've got to be good on the social media side. Like Rome's a standout for me. When we had him on at Amenity,
I think he's one of the best up and coming DJs.
Yeah.
I think he's
immediately. That's why straight away I went, I want you to work with us, because like he's
not really up and coming, because he's been doing it for a long time.
He's been doing it well, but
I think he's
really good on the tech side and stuff and everything.
He's going to be well up there, mate.
Yeah, he plays like a lot of good tunes that have been unnoticed and stuff. Plus, he can push an event. I think that's why Sopranos snapped him up as well pretty quick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's got the Antidote stuff coming out as well again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's Rome. Yeah.
Really nice lad. Yeah. I want to get him back in the studio. Actually, I want to get him back in here.
Yeah.
With his Mrs. Angel.
All right.
Because I want to hear her story as well. How she's come up in the scene, and I'd love to get them both in together. To be honest, that'd be a pretty
big list to get through, aren't you? Like I think like your people, like even your Master C's and stuff. Because have you not seen all the stuff he's doing at the moment?
Yeah.
He's doing like I didn't even know about it. I seen someone share it actually the other day, and he's doing like it's like I don't know what bracket you put it in. It's like he's in like a group though, isn't he? A music group and stuff. Have you not seen any of his videos?
No. What's this?
I don't know. Someone would have to probably try and help me out on this. But he's the main singer in it. Like I don't know if it's classed as a band.
Get your ass in here now, because we want to know all about this,
honestly,
mate.
It's it was decent when I heard it. So diversity wise and that, he's just next level.
Right. Well, I'll definitely be getting to it. I spoke to him the other day, last week at the pier, and we were going to get him in. And everyone wants to come in. It's just when everyone's got family now. You know what I mean? It's not like, we're older, aren't we? So it's a bit difficult, and like people our age it's a bit difficult because we've got family, we've got kids. Well, yous have all got families and kids, but you know what I mean? But I'm free all the time, guys. So get in, you know what I mean? If you want to come in and tell your story and just, promote yourself, this is a perfect opportunity to do it. Like I say, we've got 3,000 subscribers, mate, that listen to every one of them, and that's big promotion for yourself, free promotion, you know what I mean? And anybody that's listening now, that's just come in and started listening, get on the channel, subscribe. We're across every channel. We're across iTunes, Apple Podcasts. We're off on every podcast channels. Like we say, we're on Spotify. All of them, really. So, yeah, just get on, subscribe, and I'm not making money off this. It's not a money making scheme, but we will be starting to subscribe. So a couple of quid, it's good for me, and I can keep this show going. Because it's helping a lot of people as well at the same time. And thanks for coming in, Ady. It's been absolutely brilliant, mate.
We got there.
It's been coming. I know, yeah. It's brilliant to see you, and can't wait for you to release the amenity.
Yeah,
especially the lineup and
that's
stuff.
if we get there. Like, we've still got a few things to work out, but
the venue, if you do get that venue, it's
it'd be perfect. For
it's something special.
Be tailor made.
Something special. But is there anything you want to cover? Is there anything else you want to say?
I think we've got everything there.
Brilliant. Right. Well, thank you very much, mate.
No worries. Cheers for having me on.
No dramas.
See you later, pal.
See you in a bit, mate.